There is outrage tonight from the family of a murdered NYPD officer after the state parole board ordered one of his killers to be set free.
This is the second cop killer to be granted parole in this case from the 70s. CBS 2's Carolyn Gusoff has the story.
For decades, Diane Pia Gentini pleaded with the parole board to keep the man who murdered her police officer husband behind bars for life. But now her worst fears are realized.
Gut-wrenching.
Anthony Bottom, now 68 years old, has been granted parole. The man who in 1971, with two other members of the Black Liberation Army, brazenly ambushed and killed two NYPD officers in Harlem. Joe Pia Gentini begged for his life.
And Bottom heard him, heard his words, and continued to shoot him.
But changes to parole guidelines and the makeup of the parole board granted freedom to one of the killers, Herman Bell, in 2018. Now Bottom will be released by October 20th.
How in the wide world could Governor Cuomo allow these two to get out?
Supporters argued he's a changed man in 4.5 decades behind bars. Jose Saldana was incarcerated with him.
He's beyond remorseful. He has completely transformed his life, and he has helped, like I said, he has helped an entire generation of younger people transform their lives.
But the PBA's Pat Lynch says cop killers should never be returned to society.
The governor, the legislature have changed the rules where it's easy for cop killers and killers of our citizens to be released, never once thinking about the victim.
16 cop killers in New York have gone free in 3 years.
We're talking about assassins walking our streets.
Pia Gentini, who raised two daughters alone, says she'll now fight for a change in the state legislature.
Bottom and Bell should never get out of prison, should never have gotten out of prison until my husband comes down the driveway and says, Diane, I'm home. And that is never going to happen.
The parole hearing transcript has not yet been released, but the parole board says it bases its decision on many factors, including victim statements, an inmate's accomplishments, and danger to society. In Deer Park, Long Island, Carolyn Gusoff, CBS 2 News.